Good morning, everyone out in Ruby Lane land. I am here with Fritzi Martinez of Fritzi's Dolls on Ruby Lane. How are you this morning?
I'm great. We're at a wonderful new show, and we hope you can get to come to it because it's beautiful. Did you show them all the stuff in the ceiling, the decoration?
I have. Let's just show them real quick one more time. Look at this. It's just such a beautiful room, isn't it?
It was decorated just for this.
Oh, it was?
Yes, they had this done.
Oh my gosh. Amazing. Well, speaking of decoration, we are bringing our viewers in because your booth always amazes. Look at this, everyone. We are in Fritzi Martinez's booth. She is, of course, Fritzi's Dolls on Ruby Lane, and we are going to give you a quick booth tour because this is only a one-day show, you guys, so we have to make the rounds. But her booth is absolutely amazing. Fritzi, you and Rick have been on the road a bit. You've been doing shows. We've seen you busy as usual.
Yes.
But what do we have in our booth that was not in the last video at UFDC that we can show our viewers that they're just going to be amazed by, which is basically everything?
I have a beautiful incised Jamo that just has an incredible look. Darling shoes,
wonderful costume,
couture costume, her original wig. She's just lovely.
Just lovely. And how tall is she?
Let me think. I think she was 26 inches. Big enough that she has a lot of expression. She's beautiful. There's an adorable BF that looks like something out of a picture with that costume.
Oh, when she does, and the way she's posing, so sweet.
Beautiful FG. It's a scroll, but it has a definite early look and so much decoration and expression.
When you're looking at these scrolls, is one of the things that is desirable for collectors is these huge, wonderful, big eyes.
That's what I love about FGs. I think FGs are probably my favorite of all dolls because of the eyes.
Oh, because of the eyes. Yes. I would have to agree. This one has large, wonderful eyes, too.
That is an ED, and of course, there's two different types of EDs. There's the ones that were made in the Jamo factory that are the best ones. They have the best bisque. When he left later, the quality just wasn't the same. This is definitely marked as the one from the Jamo factory would be. The costume is fantastic, very early. She's got her original layered wig.
Where do you find the time? Your dolls are always just so beautifully presented. It's just amazing what you do. We are so happy to have you in our family of shop owners. This is a wonderful, huge Hilda. My goodness.
Hilda just has the most beautiful expression. I've had her to just like 2 other shows, and she's almost sold, but my Hilda collectors have already bought big Hildas from me. But she is just one of the most beautiful ones I've ever seen. Her costume, her look.
We were chatting about it in your first video because babies are one of the things that are a little bit underappreciated.
Underappreciated, and you have to realize that a baby is a character, number one. They were played with. A baby was played with. If you give a little girl today, like a 4-year-old, a baby doll or a little girl doll, she will most likely play with that baby doll. And she's going to want to wash it and clean it. And of course, little girls at that time, at the turn of the century, wanted to do the same thing. They wanted to play with that doll and do what they saw mommy do and take it outside and do all these things. And so they didn't last. They did get more wear and tear on them. So to find a baby that's in excellent condition, but look at the expression. Now this, of course, is the very underrated Bilo baby. But what's neat about this one is it's an extreme. It's the extremely large one. Also, if you get into the very small ones, none of those were as plentiful. A big Bilo like this was very expensive at the time because the average size that everyone was buying, that was in the average family's price range. But the big one wasn't. And the little ones got lost.
And the little ones got lost or broken. And so you can have all of this in a wonderful costume for $795.
Well, and it's going to be $595. And its body's all marked, and it's got it's got $100 worth of clothing on it.
Yeah, look at that wonderful. Would you call that a christening gown?
It's a christening gown. It's very lavish.
So if you are seeing this video and you say, I have to have that Philo, just contact Fritzi through her Ruby Lane shop and they will sell it to you.
This is another one that I think, again, underrated. This is a large Kessner. This is the biggest Kessner dome-headed baby. It's marked JDK. I put an antique little hat on that says Navigator.
So cute.
And then he's got I Want to Be a Captain little pin on. Again, things that you can do by picking up accessories as you travel. We go to a lot of antique malls to get these things. He's got old little boy's shoes and old little boy's shirt. Usually I give a toy with it, like this little old book will go with him.
So perfect.
And his bisque is gorgeous. Remember that a Kessner body, the left hand should always be curving in. It should be, I always tell people, remember that it touches the heart.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Because if you think, oh, I can't remember what Fritzi said. Was the heart curving on the left or the right? So remember that it curves in on the left, it touches the heart, and that is the correct Kessner body. Kessner only made bodies for themselves, so it's important. But now, there was a time this big baby, I mean, I've sold in the past, and so have many other dealers, a doll like this for a couple $1,000s. Right now, this baby is going to sell for like $8.95. It's so under.
It's a great time.
Yes, it's a good time to buy them because people are all of a sudden going to realize, hey, I can get this big, beautiful baby for what a little German girl costs.
Get a lot of bang for your buck.
Yes,
exactly.
And they, everyone says, well, they're so big, and I don't have the room. Yes, actually, they're very easy to place. You can put them in a high chair. You can put them in a buggy, and you could also put them on a stand and put them in a cabinet that way.
There's so many wonderful things that you can do, absolutely. So look at these babies. These are fabulous. They hopefully will be in your Ruby Lane shop, but if you're tuning in, Bonnie Babe is a favorite.
I love Bonnie Babe. And I remember one time years ago, if there else had a catalog, and they had a Bonnie Babe in it, and they called it a rare doll because in the 80s this was rare. You couldn't get anyone to part with them, and they were either in attics or tied up in collections. This is an extremely beautiful one. There's two versions of the Bonnie Babe. One has smooth hair, this one has curly molded hair all over its head. But look at the fabulous modeling.
So beautiful.
Yeah, I have his head stuffed, of course, but the condition of the body, usually the extremities are cracked. One thing that you can always tell the right Bonnie Babe body is that this finger is pointing out. It can stick that finger in its mouth.
Cute.
And that's how you know that's the right body. This one hasn't been refinished. It's its original condition.
Oh, wow.
We dressed it like a little girl.
So sweet.
There's, again, so much you can do. This could be put on a stand and just treated like a toddler.
Just wonderful. We have tons of people tuning in. Not only are they enjoying your dolls, but they're actually learning a bunch of stuff too. So thank you, Fritzi. So the show is about to open for the early bird shoppers, but guess what, you guys? You are the earliest bird shoppers because we are shopping in Fritzi's booth. Fritzi's Dolls on Ruby Lane. We will be linking to her video, of course, to her shop from the video that will be live on our page all day.
We haven't put a lot on our shop yet, Rachel, because we've had a show every weekend, and so it's very difficult. And within the last 2 weeks at shows, we've sold 30 good dolls.
Good for you.
Between Rose Percy and Carla's show last week in King County, that many good dolls went out, and that was not counting the fixer-uppers that we have this fixer-upper table at this show, and we did at King County. So doll collecting is definitely hot. People, if you have what they're looking for, they're going to buy it. And people want quality, they want to know what they're getting, and that's important. So at this particular show, there are so many knotted dealers. I'm going to post something on my Facebook. I took some pictures of the different knotted dealers, yourself included, and we're very excited about this show. Early buyers are going to be coming in a little bit, and then we've been told a lot of people are coming to this event. So
wonderful. Well, we're so excited. Exactly. Hopefully, for sure. Well, I'm so happy to hear that you've sold that many dolls in the last couple weeks. That just means that doll collecting is hot. Everyone's doing it, and today is the place to be. So we wish you were here. If you are here, then come up and see us. Come to Fritzi's booth. She is right in the front door to the left. Look at this big honker. Well, she's wonderful.
Isn't that great?
How tall is she?
You know, I've done articles on big girls, and this
fabulous.
particular big girl, of all the big girls that I have had, I have never had a number 192 in a 40-inch.
40 inches.
We, of course,
she's
had
got a
192s.
beautiful face.
Beautiful case to our body, very unusual face, her wonderful old wig and really cute antique clothes, but quite a special large doll. And she measures out at 40 inches. Exceptionally
Wonderful.
nice doll.
Wonderful. A lot of the times the dolls that are extremely tiny or extremely big, I feel like lose a little something, but her face is just absolutely
has a lot of character
stunning.
to it. Have a wonderful Schmidt. I've had the Schmidt a little while since convention, and could have sold it numerous times if I wanted to mail it somewhere across the world. And I'm not comfortable doing that yet, but I will be.
We will get you there.
Everybody's working on me to ship overseas, and I'm almost there. But
we will get you there.
I want to get my feet wet with the mail order thing a little bit first.
I can't wait until you have your first one. You're going to be off and running. A lot of the people that are tuning in are from all over the world. This is a Georgine Raggedy Ann that is in Fritzi's shop on Ruby Lane.
And she's just
beautiful,
mint.
just mint
so
condition.
Lovely, just absolutely beautiful. She doesn't have any marks. She's got her label. She's just darling. It's been a long time since I've seen one in that kind of condition.
Oh, she's gorgeous. One of the things that I think every doll collector should have is a cloth doll. To close, Fritzi, what do you think is something that every doll collection should have? At least one of.
I think every doll collection should have a good character. I think every doll collection should have variety. That's what I think.
Right.
When I go in to buy a collection, if it's all one kind of thing, I in turn put out all that money to then have to go and take and flood the market with that one kind of doll. There's only so many collectors for each type. If we all liked the very same doll, we'd be in trouble.
Right. Exactly.
So I think the key to a good collection is as much variety as you possibly can get in. And Rachel, look at over here. We've got a lot of people coming in looking at the bargain tables.
Oh, here they are. So
Yes.
we are open. So we're going to go ahead and sign off here. And Fritzi, we hope you have a wonderful show. And thank you and Rick.
Rachel.
Yep. We'll
Thank
see you
you,
later.